Hello Thomas, hope you're okay. Just thought I'd pop up live for 10 or 15 minutes, see what everyone's been up to this weekend. I've had a much needed rest this weekend. Yeah, I'm good, Thomas. Yeah, just onto the brew now. The old Pontefract Castle. Going back up there this weekend, back up to Evening Sharon. Sorry I missed Friday. Hope everything went alright. Yeah, back up to East Drive on Wednesday, so no doubtably I'll get round the castle or two on the way home, or there and back. So just seeing what everyone's up to, or anyone got any questions, or what their experiences have been this weekend, or what they've been up to this weekend. Just got hi Charles, hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to East Drive. I do feel it does play mind games, even though you get that before you get there, for personal reasons. So usually get a few things going on before East Drive, before we get up there. But keep a clear, open mind and just see what I get. I would even start putting protection up from any visitors linking in, or we're trying to work out that certain people are going there as well, in the world of spirit as well, which it can happen, and they foreknow where you're going to be in a few days time and what you're going to come up across and up against. So yeah, looking forward to East Drive. Yeah, got to be very careful there though, Thomas, as well. You know, again, full respect with East Drive and energies in the land and whatever's going on there as well. So as again, I would safely say protection will start going up over, I'd say, the weekend really, and your team starts working and putting the wall up and till you get the lie of the land when you get there, getting the senses of what's going on in and around. No, go on, fill me in, Kim, on the Gay Street. It's not been condemned, has it? Because somebody was saying the other day that it was a bit dodgy in certain areas with the floorboards and all that. So yeah, Newsham was good, Thomas. Yeah, the bell tower was. Yeah, I know. What happened there, Thomas, is basically overshadowed and spirits come in and around you, and you've just got the full attention on me as the person talking to you when you've been experiencing what was going on in that room. But that's why I split everybody up, because I knew it was getting intense. Yeah, it does claim to be haunted. A lot of places get a lot of heightened things as well. So yeah, I'd like to get down there, pop up to see what it's all about there. Similar to East Drive, yeah. I suppose if you come my house and experience things that go on certain training lessons and stuff like that, you can class that as haunted as well. So wherever you have contact with spirits or things going on as well, you know, everybody's perception of haunted or poltergeist activity, it's, you know, you can heighten it, or you can take things as it are and try and work out where you're up to with things, and just try and debunk things and work out what's going on, and tie in with links, names, if people are getting automatic writing, or if people are getting things on meters, spirit boxes, or whatever. So it's just all about putting the pieces up together. And when my good friends were at the Gay Street, it was I was asking them certain questions, and the gentleman that owned the house, he was confirming that to the team of, yeah, that was right. So I've been on a few links with that there, and it's certainly worth a visit, as is anywhere, Do you know what I mean? And again, no two nights are the same. So, what would you like to say, Thomas? Just going to scroll back down on that. Yeah, you can go around a few places as well, Thomas. You know, go and have a look outside and see what you pick up on as well. And yeah, definitely, everywhere's worth a visit. I was thinking of popping into Chester over the next few days or two and just seeing how it goes. And then I was told, oh no, don't go, just have a sit down, put your feet up, chill out, watch a bit of the Grand Prix, which I ended up watching. What did I do today? Ended up watching the touring cars instead of the Grand Prix. So just different things at different times. Hello Lisa, hope you're all right. Where are you off? Are you off on your holidays anywhere? So, has anybody had any experiences this weekend? Keep it clean. Paranormal wise, never let me finish the conversation. Yeah, you're able to shut them down. It's a case of when you come in your own four walls, Kim, what you do is you ask your team to keep everything out and you know, not let invite spirits energies in, and you've got to be careful of that. And certainly when I went to Newsham Park, when I got back in the early hours, just smudged everywhere and just basically balanced and cleansed everywhere, even before you go to bed or the next day as well. So you can pick up on different energies, and it was a little bit heavy there on Thursday night, but in them types of places you're going to come across certain energies that have been orphaned, or that have been looking for the mum or looking for the dad as well. So hello Janet, hope you're okay. No, don't do far too much, Thomas. It's all about keeping active and keeping busy, and spirits will have a way of closing you down and making sure that you do get your rest as and when you get your rest. I've done nothing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so basically by working with a few things and understanding a few things Friday, that there was 3 energies and entities that came home in and around, and they've been outside. And I did do a rescue the other week in the mines, and I've been working with a little girl since then, and she felt quite sad for these 3 young children that came from Newsham, and she was virtually saying, oh, come in, you know, she's bored. And I was like, no, don't invite people into my house without asking me first. So it's all about being in control. So I know I've got them spirits energies, a few of them are outside, and I'll work with them as and when. Nice sunny afternoon one day, and I'll just sit in the garden and work with them, help them out. Am I on your screen again, man? Yeah, just hello Joe, sorry, wasn't ignoring you, just finishing off a few questions. Going back up to Kim's one of there again about spirits shutting you down. Yeah, of course they can shut you down, and I do shut myself down as well. So it's about control and balance. Again, it's you get the right feeling when to go to work, when not to go to work spiritually. And again, I was drawn to going down to a spot that I usually go and just doing a bit of meditation. Nothing too big, too strong, just chilling and clearing the mind as well, which you've got to do. You've got to keep a nice clear mind, stay nice and fresh, and that's the main thing in this game. It's just about keeping your energies at the right levels. So, what's everybody else been up to this weekend? Yeah, you do shut yourself down quite a bit, man, but as and when you know when to put your wall up, put your guard up, or when to act, or when to help others, and you just sit back and you're more of a big monitor. You watch what's going on, you understand what's going on in and around us. If certain people are getting different things in a different room, like certainly at the Bell Tower on Thursday night, That was different. That was a lot of new energies to come across and a lot of new building of other things that was in and around us. So we had to work totally in a different way when we was put in a different section, a different area. So again, a lot of things get heightened. You have to excuse me for slouching, just in a slouchy mode. Yeah, don't get any peace. Yeah, don't mind that. Yeah, certainly latch on to you, man. If you've got like a fatherly figure or a motherly figure, certain young spirit energies will come around. And as again, I like to work, when I'm working with spirits, children and young children, you've really got to work them out just to make sure that it's not something else that will try and deceive you into thinking it is them as well, with the little darlings that can do that as well, because they'll play in certain areas of your mind as well, so make sure that you know it is a young child or a young, you know, male or female, and not something trying to make out that it is that and it isn't. Yeah, I bet you was drained, Thomas. I bet you was drained a lot. As again, it's nice being off and just doing as and when what you want to do, as and when you want to do, spiritually as well. It's but again, life's not about that. It's about the balance. So it's all about sorting yourself out as and when you need to. And I do carry. We were talking about protection there before as well. I do carry stuff on me, in my pocket, that's always protecting me as well. Certain crystals, certain stones, certain charms. So you get drawn to what works for you best as well. So everybody works in different ways. So any more questions? Just watching the football as well, because there's not much on, I don't think. Just watching the women's football tonight. That's what's taking me charm. Ooh, hasn't scrolled up. Wasn't that the corner of the bedroom last night, Thomas? Go on, fill me in more with that, shawl. Thomas, you like a night owl? Hello, Penny. Long time no see. Or long time no hear. What's the best crystal for protection? You get drawn to what you want to use as well. I've got stuff in my car. It's anthracite, is it? It's a very black one. And then sometimes when you don't need it on, it's agate. Yeah, when you don't need it on, it just comes off you, or it'll shatter, or it'll just be not to be with you or on you. You'll lose it or whatever. So you get used to certain stones and crystals also breaking or getting lost as well. I have a grounding stone for myself as well. I always have a grounding stone in my pocket. Evening, Sharon, hope you're okay. Not much on the TV. Yeah, the World Match Play Darts. I was going to put that on, but I'm drawn into the football at the minute, so I'll watch that for number 45, then I'll put the darts on. Good evening, Melissa. Yeah, like the ones you give Sky. Sky will get manned. Sky will get drawn to other crystals and stones as well. As again, you know, I work with pendulums, which are here. And that gives me loads of answers, and I'm not swinging that, by the way, just to see. That'll give me loads of answers, and I can get yes and no answers off this as well, and it'll go round and round in a circle as well. Just let me pull it up a bit. So we all use different tools, and I always find the simplest ones. A lot of simple things work for different people in different ways as well. And certain nights when you go out on investigations, you get drawn to, oh, bring this piece of equipment, or bring that, or just bring a pen and pencil, just to not note names down and times and dates. All right, so what's gone on there, Charlie? Just feeling unsettled in the room. It's just feeling unsettled. Might just be something that what needs your attention, just to get somebody to help with whatever's going on that corner. Get a couple of sage sticks, put it on, see how it settles in the room. Or if you just ask it to just ask your team to settle it down in the room and remove what's there. Your guide and your team usually do that and respond to your request, and if it doesn't, then it'll need attention. But if it doesn't, if you don't feel unsettled anymore, just see how you get on with a few sticks of sage. I find myself running out of certain materials, then I end up buying a load, and I've just restocked on what I need to restock on, and sage and stuff like that, and other stuff. And then you end up losing stuff, or forgetting it, or forgetting where you put it, and then loads of other stuff turned up. Like I've been finding last few weeks loads of little trigger objects. They'll come up handy, so I've put a few of them. I put a few of them in my box. Nice new trigger object. It's one of them. You just got to go with the flow sometimes. So yeah, some salt in the corner. Throw some salt in the corner. Leave it down for a couple of days, then just hoover it up, see how it gets on. So you get on there as well. And what else are we up to? Yeah, I have to check my diary, see where I'm up to in a few weeks' time. So might be off on my travels after Easter. I've come back, check my diary, see where I'm up to. Then I might go and do a few walks, do a few live feeds, go in on a few areas or in and around the northwest, and just see what we pick up on the night. Interesting night at the in Knutsford on Monday night. That was quite interesting. Caught some great stuff on EVPs. I think a lot of time with the EVPs is getting the time to check back over the material and the stuff. What else is there with that? And then that's where your team come in. You know, you've got techie guys and you've got people that listen to stuff and then debunk stuff, and that's always good with trying to find out what's gone on. You know, if it's a noise or if someone's moved, we'll always do that. And I think half the time we're very, very honest in saying that straight away, even though you know, you could be communicating back with that spirit and energy as a medium, and when you're talking back, you'll just automatically debunk something if you heard it. Could be that energy building as well, which, you know, as again, I did that the other night on when we got some evidence back, and it was like, no, you can clearly see on the equipment, it's not your voice that you're talking, because you've just received something back. So it'll be interesting for Dave to, he sent me that, but I'll try and upload that as well, and see where we're up to with that. Ooh, right, you can scroll up because it's not kicking up. Hello, Trouble, you alright? Miss Marsh. It's a bit unsettled, try to ignore it. Yeah, try and ignore it. Bit of salt down. Check over the EVPs from the colliery. Yeah, get a wiggle on with that. Hey, Kez, hope you're alright. How are you getting on? Afternoon, Shum. Good evening, Gemma. Evening, Kat. Hope you're all right. Yeah, so next few days after 30 East Drive, I'm going to go and do a few little trips. I was checking out one location that I wanted to go. It's miles away from here. I was checking out the prices of the room and I was like, well, really? Honest? Unreal. Hello, Elaine. Where you been all night? Hello, Stephen. Hope you're all right. Booked your holiday for October. Where you off, Thomas? Yeah, I think we're all going to North Wales with Mandy, I think. That'll be fun. Trains, planes and automobiles. Just think what else we can talk about. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to work on some trigger objects over the next few weeks. Ashley, hope you're alright. Yeah, I'm going to work with some triggered objects, see if we can get some responses. Keep off the scooters. That's one thing I've wanted to buy the last few weeks, is a nice scooter. But I'm resisting temptation. Let's see where we're going. Is anybody watching any interesting stuff on the paranormal shows that's been on the last few days? I've seen some interesting stuff. I've seen some things I'm not going to comment on here either, which sometimes your team tell you stuff as things are going on as well. So sometimes you can get drawn into certain programs and tellies, and you can attract certain things with what's going on in certain locations as well. So if you're watching stuff in America or you're watching stuff down under or whatever, you can actually pick up on them energies that's going on in and around there that they're reporting on as well, especially with the news as well. It's just one thing I don't really watch now, is the news. What was the situation I was brought into the other day? That Flounders. As I said to you, I was just drawn to Flanders, and then just want to go to the battlefields, and then just loads of places calling me all at the same time. Yeah, your haunted dolls. Yeah, don't get me haunted dolls. As again, if you're working with people and you're removing spirits, they can be used as capsules. With haunted dolls as well, I would just merely say that there'd have to be something in a room, energy or entity that can move them as well. So again, I'd like to be there to comment on haunted dolls. You can certainly link in, get hold of stuff. I mean, I've got gas masks from the war. When you hold the gas masks, you can pick up on the energy and the entity that's been in and around. The gas masks from the war, I've had blackout sheets and blackout curtains and all that as well. So you can certainly bring things through the times. Hello Justin, hope you're alright, young man. How you been getting on the few days? We'll go to Aberystwyth. As long as I can have some rock. I need loads of rock. hope you're okay. Where are you going, Kerry? Can't spell it. It's got to be something. I don't know. Right, so fire some questions away and see where we're up to. Try to talk about a bit of protection and stuff like that as well. And certainly the last few weeks I've talked about other people or teams using talking boards or Ouija boards and not closing them down right, which, you know, that is a bit of a bugbear of mine, that I don't like people that think they know how to use them and they don't know what they're up to. So you've got to be really careful with them. I'm looking well, yeah. Cheers, mate. You said that they're happy about portals. With the portal as well, you can have natural energy portals, both positive and negative. But again, just as great question, it's when other people can open portals and leave them open, or build positive portals or negative portals. And when negative people go in certain areas, that portal will add on to that, and portals will build around negative people, build around positive people, and them areas keep building and keep building as well, and bring them things into play as well. So what happens then is you'll get a big build up of positivity or a big build up of negativity until something really happens. Usually the positive will push a negative away from a certain situation or a certain area as well, so the positive will always outgrow the negative if it's within a certain 10, 15, 20 foot within the building. If one's inside or one's outside, then it's a different circumstances as well. Yeah, need loads of rock mans, but yeah, making sure that they're closed down. What you usually do as well is you can move a portal. You've got to know if it's a positive or a negative. And again, it's just about working with your team, understanding what's going on as well. Close the portal down, keep it safe, keep it balanced. Evening, Dave, hope you're alright. Do portals stay in your house or go when they're shut down? If you shut them down, it's easier to, for me, with working with my team with portals and all that, it's easy for me to shrink a portal, and then I do other stuff as well, and once you shrink it, it gets less energy as well. So it's all about working with the energies with the portal. Good evening, Bernard, hope you're alright. Did catch a couple of your statements today or yesterday, so I hope you're well. Kelly said I can stay in her caravan. I'm being a good lad. Being a good lad. So what have we covered tonight? We've covered some more trigger objects. So for 30 East Drive, try and bring anybody that's coming along on Wednesday for 30 East Drive, just bring a little trigger object of your own, something that's in and around that's close to you or something, and just see if we can get anything working with that as well at East Drive. What else have we covered tonight? Trigger objects, yeah. Automatic writing's always a good one when spirit's in and around you with working as well. Met some lovely people as well at Newsham on Thursday night as well. Yes, you can talk with spirits via candles, usually the flame. Charlotte, just what you've got to decipher is if there's a spirit energy in and around you, can you decipher a yes, blow the candle to one side, a yes, or move the flame to the other side for a no. Once you get a confirmation of which way is yes, you'd ask them to do it twice, and then the opposite will be a no, so you'd ask the flame to go the opposite way to confirm that flame going the opposite direction will be the no. Then once you've done that, again, it's the same as the pendulums. Again, it's hard to do this with just keeping in focus, but just natural energies that surround us, and then the yes sign will go back and forwards to me and you, and they can do that with the candle flame, and then left to right for no please, thank you, and then you work with them. This one's always charged because it's always not far away from me. I've got loads of others in the car I have just as backup if I need them. So yes, you can use candle flames, you can use these as well. Charge them up in your left hand for about 5 minutes. Put them under some water when you first get them, about 5 or 10 quid off eBay, and then just charge them up with your energy, ask them if they'll work with you. They'll start trembling and shaking at first, but then they should go in a circle and then back and forth for yes and no. Yeah. Right, what else have we covered tonight? Where are we going now? Yeah, we can use that. Candle flames. What else have we got? Pendulums. Interesting situations. Just trying to think of a scenario I came across the other day. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Sorry, miles away then. Where are we up to now? Any more questions before I go? Who else have we got online? Yeah, so I want you all to bring an object for Thursday, for Wednesday, sorry, East Drive. And we can see, we'll mark it up, put a piece of paper under it, see if we can get that moving as well. Certainly bring a few energies and entities through as well. And get Mandy so she's not scared again. So I'm going to get her to see what's going on early, and you will be going in that toilet, Mandy, or you will be going in that other room as well. So there's a challenge there for you. So I've set my challenge for you. Open the attic hatch up as well. Yeah, I do think when we did stuff in East Drive, it certainly pinged open. It pinged open there. If you can remember what we did, it was we might start that straight away when we go as well. So looking forward to the food and the meal that we get as well. Okay. Abigail Station, you're off to Rill. Right, what did your son say again, Elaine? Missed that one. Tell him to stop sulking. Backtracking. Go on, Elaine, which was your son's question? I missed it. Do apologise. Scrying bowls, and they can affect people. And how can they affect people? What I find with the scrying bowl is just it'll change the vibrations in the room, and then it'll just open up energies and bring energies in around you, drop them down in around you, change the atmosphere in the room. So it's just a way of opening up as well, I find, with them. You had loads of boards at Newsham too as well, yeah, but also as well with Akaz, I'll ask my team to close them down as well, basically and physically as well. So always on top of them. So you're not happy that you're not going. If you call out to your granddad, will I be able to contact with him? What I do with that, Charles, is just basically, if you empty your mind towards the end of the night, just drop everything off and out your mind and have a clear mind. Then ask your granddad questions for yes and no. Ask him to come into the side of you, your left or your right. You'll feel warm or cold. Put a candle on, you might see the flame alter and change as well. But yeah, you just need a nice clear mind on it. I'm not ignoring you, I do apologise, Joe. What was your question, young man? Never ignore anybody. It's just, it doesn't jump sometimes. When you scroll back up, it goes faster than what you're flicking down. Just scrolling back up. Also as well, today I've had a lot of piercing noise in my ears, especially my left ear, so I know there's stuff going on. You're alright, Gray, hope you're alright. You had me with that door one today, post you put up on Facebook. Hello, Joe. I can see hello, Joe. Can't see your question anywhere, so scroll back up. Scrolling back. Did you press send, Joe? Sorry for the pause, just scrolling back to these, see if I can find the question. You throw me out here now. Elaine, have you ever been Jamaica? The Jamaica Inn? Oh, that's what he asked. That was the room I was talking about. Been looking at the prices for the Jamaica Inn when I was live before, so that's spooky how that's tied in, isn't it, Joe? But yeah, they were the rooms I was checking out. I was going to take a little road trip down to the Jamaica Inn, or possibly around Bodmin or somewhere. I don't know. I know I've got a full tank of juice, and when I'm in that situation, I'll just go on a little road trip. But I was looking at the Jamaica Inn, Joe. So well done for reading me mind on that, young man. You done well. Yeah, Mandy said she couldn't see the question either, so that wasn't down to me. I've seen a few programmes on Jamaica Inn, and again, you would get drawn back to cent fees as well down there as well. I'm not going without you, man. Well, sort it out then. I did check it. It was a Sunday night was the cheapest for the room in the Jamaica Inn, for obvious reasons. And again, a lot of it does come down to money, because when you know, if you're paying £155 for a room, and you know, you're putting £50-60 worth of fuel in, you're looking at a couple of £100 just to stay in a hotel. And then you're thinking, well, you know, it's nice to chill out down there as well and have a few days, so it all adds up. So was looking at the Jamaica Inn, and I was just thinking of just shooting off down there and checking out a few rooms down there as well. But also there is a few places a little bit more local up in York I've been looking at as well and thinking about as well, which have kept Elaine, take you as well, Elaine. Yeah, you'll have to get your checkbook out, Elaine. Hiya, Steve. Hope you're all right, young man. Hope you recovered from a week last Saturday, or was it last Saturday? I can't remember where I'm up to. The haul that you put on the other day looked fantastic. Yeah, we can go camping. Yeah, right, yeah. There's nowhere to plug your hair dried in, madam. So I hope that's answered your question, Joe. Good evening, Kim. Hope you're all right. So yeah, I'm drawn to a few places at the moment, definitely as well, and spirits usually put you where you need to go, and that's always a nice thing. So I think after Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be just like getting a clear mind, so wouldn't surprise me if I was off on my travels Friday, Saturday or Sunday, but I haven't checked my diary yet. But I'm just getting drawn to go. And also as well, Europe. I've had a few things there, but I'm not at the minute. I can't see me just packing up and driving abroad. Kidnap Elaine. Yeah, we can kidnap Elaine. Yeah, so hiya fella. Yeah, recovered. Was whacked all day on the Sunday. We should be heading to York soon. Yeah, I'm getting drawn to York. I really am. So could do a few lives and do a few lives from a few hotels or something, or a few places up and down by York as well. Take you to Exeter. What I do want, I've been to Exeter, Thomas, but yeah, you did say I will be off on my travels, man, but I don't know where as of yet. But you know what I'm like, I just get itchy feet sitting around, just kill me sitting around for this weekend. The weather hasn't helped. I had a few odd jobs to do and haven't got around to doing them. Yeah, good idea, Mandy. So where would you, people out there now, I know there's only 6 online on live, but where would you like to go or have a little look around? We go races in the race course. Yeah, been quite a few race courses, Thomas. Yeah, Steve, I've been the creep tunnels quite a few times. Don't get me started. Yeah, I've been the creep tunnels a few times. Inbox Mandy, yeah, been the creep a few times. Yeah, they're quite good. Enjoy it. Can be really warm down there as well. Enjoy the creep. Penzance, yeah. If you feel drawn to Penzance, yeah, it's worth a visit. It's like I've had quite a lot of activity down there, to be honest with you. Down at the tunnels, yeah, it's been good. Plasteg, get drawn to that as well. Yeah, Plasteg, that's very good. I need another walk around there as well soon. Castle, Warwick Castle as well. Yeah, love me castles, just love me castles. So let's see where we can pop up. Anything that comes to you over the next few days, put on me Facebook page or inbox me on the Gary Fields page, and I'll see where we're going. Yeah, that looks good, man. You'll have to write down where that abbey is as well. Have a little look at that as well. So I'm picking up on something at the minute as well, which is hopefully I'm not having a heart attack, but I feel someone's passed with a heart attack here. But I feel, just spin this round, I just feel there's somebody quite close to my front window at the moment, so I'm going to spin this round. So I just feel I'm drawn to a gentleman just stood here at the minute. My chest has gone tight as well. So this is what I'm saying about asking spirits to wait outside. So I'm only about 3 or 4 foot from the window, but just picking up with the fella in the chest, and I feel like my voice was going again there as well. So see where we're up to. Any more questions? Has Bodmin got a castle? It's got jail, Thomas. I know it goes back. If you have a little Google of Bodmin jail, and it's massive. Friends with people down there on Twitter, so I might try and get something arranged to go down there. Don't forget Middleton as well. Yeah, I was in Middleton the other week. Went that couple of fantastic locations down there. Enjoyed it as well. Especially, was it the ye old, top of my head, Bear Inn or some Paws Inn or something? I can't remember. But that was a nice place. The oldest pub establishment in the UK. In Middleton, enjoyed that. Warwick Castle. Warwick Castle, what's that? Has a connection to heart attack. Go on, man, you'll have to fill me in, because I was picking on that. When's 30 East Drive, Steve? It's Wednesday, so we'll be going live on Wednesday. I've asked people to take their own trigger objects or stuff that they'd like to work with, and I'm going to try and get them working for the people there as well. What's your favourite place to investigate? I know it's hard, but sometimes when you're walking past places, it just draws you in. My favourite place to investigate? It's got to be castles. The older the better for me, because you go through the centuries then and the decades with the years, and the I'd say the castles, any type of castle, fort, mound, monuments. I just really love doing that, especially when we went to Scotland there as well. At the minute, I'd say one of my favourites would be Stirling Castle. That just blew me mind away. Again, 2 or 3 miles before I got to Stirling, I got Welcome Home. I was like, wow, welcome home, sire. That just blew me mind away. So that was the spiritual team talking to me. You'll be watching, right? Okay. Have you got any ideas as well, Steve, you'd like me to do while we go to East Drive? I'll set something up. Go live as soon as we get there, as soon as we get in. Silly Billy me, I knocked me connection off on me internet the other day, so it wouldn't let stuff in and wouldn't let stuff out. Me roaming data, I knocked it off, and I was going like, oh my god, I was going mad. Thought spirits were playing around there big time. Ancient Ram Inn, I was due there. I'd say about 2 years ago in the January, first week in January. That didn't come around for one reason. A few people dropped out. So I think we had 10 people to go down the ancient ram in, and time of year, and as it come over Christmas week, the period in between, people were dropping out, and it was just hard. Wasn't a hard sell, but it was hard to fill people in because of the time of year, financially as well. So we missed that one. Yeah, and thanks to Carrie for inboxing me when I was at Newsham. I appreciated that, Steve. Much appreciated. Anywhere in America? Do you know what? Put me outside Area 51 first, and I'm going to link in. Just see what's in and around there. See if there's a lot of placebo. But anywhere in America, just anywhere in America, just drawn to America. I'd just like to do a road trip, big camper van, get all the gear, get all the equipment, pack it in. So if there's any sponsors there that want to come on board, let us know. Certainly do that. Get out there to America, just go live, couple of days here, couple of days there, do Route 66, but just definitely just get out to America. Just itching to get out to America now. So get something sorted and get out there and, get something sorted. No one being drawn to America. So when it happens, and as of when it happens, but I'd like to do some live stuff out there as well, and I prefer a lot of the live stuff as well, because you can see when it's raw and how it is and what you're picking up on, and noises, bangs and bumps, and go and investigate it, debunk it, or yeah, could have been this, could have been that, and that's the best thing. America, there's just loads of hotels, loads of just the amount of stories, and it's just like, you can even old fire buildings, there's just old hospitals, abandoned asylums. Been called to Alcatraz as well. I was given that about 3 months ago. I feel I'm getting drawn there too by one of the security or the care team there. There's a lot of stuff going on there at the moment as well, so I'm getting drawn to Alcatraz. I've had that been given to me again. So I could see myself there as well, and that'd be very personal and very private there as well. Just going to scroll back up now. Yeah, so hope that's answered your question, Charles. You did have a noise from the loft hatch as well, did you? Crazy results, yeah. It certainly changed the energies when I just opened it up and flipped it up last time. Just didn't go up there, but obviously stuff going on. Okay, evening Gail, hope you're alright. So, hello Avril, hope you're alright, long time no see. All right, okay. Right, okay. Remember what I said to you when that ties in with what I give you, Steve, when we was down at Drakelow when I was outside, and I said not many people have picked up on what I've picked up on there, and I give you that it wasn't what everybody else expects it to be there, and that just ties in with what I give you, what you just put on there as well. So we'll work with that as well. Mandy, I'd like you to bring a noose for me for East Drive. All right. Okay. And again, if you re-watch the video of East Drive when I was there last time, and the lady was being strung up by rope and her feet moved. All right. So yeah, just watching that. Tranmere Rovers Lady Academy. Yeah. Just going to rewind that a bit because I did see the goal go in, but great goal. Well, it's never a bad goal. They all count, don't they? Right. Yes, Mandy, bring a noose. So get Eddie on the case for me, please. It sounds like a good idea. Crazy. Yeah, I know, Steve, but if you do remember me what I said, and I don't want to put it on the live feed, what I said, because I want other people to pick up on it. But again, rewatch that video. You, Mandy. We'll see, man, we'll see. With anything as well, Charles, playing with the board and using the board in the correct way, it's a communication way of different levels. Like what we said, the opening prayer of coming down through the veil and going over the veil on that side and coming through the veil on this, when we done the opening prayer the other night. It's just a case of you've got to have respect. It's like, it's the easiest way of trying to describe it is if you watch like Jumanji and stuff like that and you think, oh my god, one situation can lead to another, but if you're on your own you can't deal with that situation, can you? So that's why it's never a good idea to do stuff like that, because you need somebody to explain of if something did go on, what's gone on, because you might need help in other areas of people helping you out with situations. So that's why it's never a good idea to do a talking board by yourself. Plus there's usually not enough energy around using a glass as well. No, you're not, Mandy. Okay. Brave, yeah. It sounds like it might be a bit of a gang going up here, so it certainly won't be getting strung up, but we'll certainly use it in that way. It won't be being put around my neck anyway, but we'll certainly see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So that's making more and more sense now, Steve, but let's see if we can get things back to the 1500s there as well. Yeah, again, so next few days, inbox me any ideas of where you'd like to go. That'd be great. We'll jot them down. I'll see if I can get out and about somewhere, see if we can get a deal somewhere, or just float around the building. Yeah, that's fine. Just making sure, Charles, just making sure. Yeah, we've already got a noose, Steve. We've already got one. We have used it on other locations. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Hi Jess, hope you're all right. Busy at work most probably. So yeah, just looking for some locations, some ideas, somewhere people would like me to go off to. I know I've got an open book here now for the next few weeks or a few days here and there. So might try and tip up at a castle or whatever. Try and live stream it from my phone to the iPad. See where we're going. Oh, excuse me. So, no, I hope you've all had a good weekend. Any plans for the week, bar 30 East Drive? But we'll see what we can come across and see if we can get some more information, what I've give to other people. Hello Linda, hope you're all right. It's in a box. Yeah, good idea, man. So we'll look forward to that. And is everybody still here? Yeah, you're going on holiday. Hi Linda, hope you're all right. Hope you enjoyed your training night the other week. So who else have I got on? Did see somebody else pop up. sorry if I'm not ignoring you. Just scrolls down on its own accord. Got Avril. Hello Becky, you on as well? Hello Gail, hope you're alright. So hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Anyone got any ideas what they'd like to do? I'm going to do a past life regression night. So I'm going to sort that out as well. Might look at doing it of a few other things as well. Yeah, he's still with me. Good. That takes some saying for you, that, Elaine. Couldn't trust you in Newsham, though, could I? Leave you for 15 minutes then. I still haven't seen that video, so you need to link me into that video. I haven't seen the full video. I won't share it, but I just need to see the video because I want to watch. I'm trying to work out where the area of the energies that's coming from that was around used to as well. So it was good for me to know. Do stuff later. How'd you do past life regression, Thomas? Well, just use state of mind, go into meditation, work with that. It's always one to learn. Any suggestions you and your dad could go in the summer? I'd just say castles, loads of castles, Harlech Castle, Conway Castle. There's actually a book out, which I'll tell you what, I'll go and get it for you. It's just in my back room. So, just turn this around. We've got a book on castles. Yeah, that's a good one. There's Pontefract Castle up there. Got loads of books, loads of stuff. Book on castles and islands. It's over 600 castles in England. Many of the little ones aren't in this book, so I suppose there'd be more castles to look around, but I'll do a little scan on this for you now. I know there's over 600 on this, and I've been through this a few times, so just a sec. Have a little look back at this. There's loads in Scotland. Ireland will come up to the top. You can make a note back on these, Charles. And there's a few derelict castles as well, which isn't listed. I'm just going to go down a little bit for you. And then there's some more over this side as well. So hopefully that's answered your question on that. And again, all these castles here, basically there's thousands of other little ones as well which won't be listed. I'm just going to spin that back around. Listed back there, so hopefully that's answered your question. But castles, it's never ending. Never ending with the castles. An interesting castle as well was Whittingham Castle. I always find that's interesting. Another castle I find interesting